EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Lion on the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street. 1st
and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Siaki Ika brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as is a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Steven Sims. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
2nd and 7. Stroud off the play fake. That one complete. It's tanked down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
1st down. Here's Thompson Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Browns drive about to get started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down. with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
Well, remember back to that first touchdown, Charles, the point after was blocked, so they decided to go for 2 to make it 14-0, but why not just 13-0?
Yeah, I feel like there's a shift in thinking that we're seeing in front of us now in football. Some of it's analytics, some of it's just different thinking by head coaches. They wanted to get back to level, decided to take a calculated gamble, and felt like they had a good play call for a 2-point try.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 9. The DTR going to throw it here.
His throw incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
To throw is DTR. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
On the jump. Pierce now up the middle.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Ready. Play action. Stroud now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Outright and brought in by Moore.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Come on, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Toss play. Here's Pierce.
And he stopped immediately there.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, tempo, set. Let's go.
Stroud sets up the play action. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Hey, blue.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Ready.
Second down and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
On third down, Robinson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Green Jack. Set.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ready?
Going for it. Thompson Robinson
Out to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Black shot. Drill green. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Rail. Yellow. Cut.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Fight, white. You, yellow. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Thompson Robinson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Strike, striker. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. 5.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Ready.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Stop low, 18.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Ready.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Ready.
Stroud off the play fake.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And this returnable for Sims.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
He'll buy some time right.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! 79 Broncos! Ready?
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Broncos!
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 yards for number 11.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Browns 10. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Play action. Stroud now.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Mechie, the man in motion.
Check, Panther. Check. Roll. Reload.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Stroud. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stepped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he pulled in downfield by Collins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check, mash.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The DTR going to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, green. Slide through.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. Right back to Njoku.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
38. Go blue.
Thompson Robinson now.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Option right, and Thompson Robinson keeps it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
2nd down and 3.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson.
And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
There he goes, right side. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Red. Red. Yellow. Hut.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up. And they're going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Got it. Ready?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mustang 19. Go street.
Cunningham looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Warrior 70.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. That look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long